Welcome back, traders. Ethereum bouncing off of support with two major confluences that happened yesterday, right? Now, this was a good looking bullish divergence between this point and this point right here, and this entire zone was a perfect zone of liquidity entering the Ethereum markets, guys. If you just take a look at how relevant this entire support is by extending this one all the way down towards these levels as well, you can see, guys, what amount of price activity used to happen across this exact price point and played out once again in the small time frames at least. And this is the bullish divergence, guys. This is the exact posture that I want to which I want to look at if I want to be longing onto any asset from the bottom, right? And this one was right at the support, was just above the wick low, guys. I'm talking about this wick right here, all right? So this was your stop loss exactly at below $1,700 levels. I can't believe how precise that is, but yeah. So this one being your exact stop loss, and well, this entire zone being support, and this one being a bullish divergence, guys. Look, things can't get more things can't get more perfect than this one. So yeah, you had multiple confluences right here, and it is playing out as of now. So where is your upside target in the small time frames? The 55, a simple moving average on the 4 time frames, is your that target, guys. Now, why do I say this? Because the extreme small time frames, which is going to be your 21 exponential along the 4-hour time frame, was your target, right? And we smashed through it. We smashed through the 21 exponential. Now, something like this could replicate back again if we do not hold our grounds on these levels. But let's just assume that the next 4-hour candles are going to be green. So white in this case, so that would mean that we're going to be taking down the 55 exponential as well to the upside, and your ultimate targets are going to be first and foremost $2,000 levels to the upside, guys. I was talking about how we could take a swing trade right here at 1720 or $1,700 levels and go all the way towards, extend your targets all the way towards $2,000 per Ethereum, right? And this is playing out right here in front of our eyes, guys. And am I in a trade? Yes, I am in a trade, but what I'm doing right here is completely different, guys. I am going for bear and bull token trades. Now that's different, right? I would love to demonstrate this to you guys sometimes very soon, but yeah, it does. What your bear and bull tokens they do is that they are by default 3x long or 3x short token. So if you buy one ETHBULL token, ETHBULL, ETHBULL token, if you buy one ETHBULL token, essentially that will give you a contract of being long on Ethereum into 3 times, right? 3x leveraged long position just by one token. Now essentially that doesn't mean that the cost of that token is going to be this much, guys, but leverage tokens essentially magnifies your place to the upside. So let's consider this example right here. So out of the bottom right here, Ethereum jumped about 9.27%, right? So ETHBULL, let's just see if we have ETHBULL right here or not. Yes, we do have. So ETHBULL's magnitude of the bounce would have been way more than that one, guys. Exactly 30%, right? 3 times more in terms of the magnitude of the bounce itself. And it's not, guys, look, it's not that pricey, right? It's $395. It's not like 3 times the current valuation of Ethereum. These bull tokens are just for scalp trading, small term trading, right? But essentially if you nail these moves, you can magnify, you can enhance, and essentially, guys, you're not getting liquidated as well. All right, in your futures long and short position, yes, you can get liquidated, but in your bull tokens, bear tokens, nope, you cannot get liquidated, guys. These things are considered as holdings, and essentially you can hold these tokens as your goddamn collateral on FTX, right? These instruments are FTX exclusive, and here comes your FTX shield back again. This guy, Cryptodicator, just likes his shield FTX. Alright, guys, the only reason why I talk about FTX a lot is that if you want to trade in a good place. Alright, don't trade on an exchange which just constantly gives this shit. And guess what, guys, FTX is going public, man. Holy crap. And series B was a huge success, man. Holy crap, 900 million in valuation right before the IPO as well, guys. That's crazy. So right off the bat, before getting listed in the Nasdaq, FTX will be backed up by real multiple $billion, guys, before getting listed. Now that's crazy. I don't think any crypto startup or any cryptocurrency company has been able to do this, guys. FTX has been the first company to raise almost $1 billion in Series B. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. That's not a joke. That kind of tells us that how FTX is bridging the gap between everything, between our freaking Wild West, the cryptocurrency universe, and the regulated lands where most of the SEC's chairmen are sitting and all that. All right, so you do want that happen. You do want that happening if you want crypto assets to last for a long time, right? You do want a middle ground between the free world and the regulatory world, guys. Things cannot just go in one single direction, right? Guys, imagine a free world, right? This is an activity for you. Think of the world like everybody has power to do anything, and then visualize what brains, like, I mean, destructive, just try to visualize what destructive brains would be capable of doing, right? And guys, essentially this is why free will always be a delusion. Now holy crap, bringing about philosophy in crypto market analysis, that's crazy, guys. Now these things are something which I'm really which I'm really fond of. I do love reading philosophy and all that, and I think I do relate my trading and market understanding all through the culminated ideas of the philosophies and the theories that I read for myself, right? And yes, guys, these things do work out, because even if we talk about 2000 years from now, if we talk about fucking before Christ times, right, everything has changed from that time. Everything that you look around has changed. The buildings, the colors, the trees, the fucking plantations, and even technology, industrial revolution. We got vehicles, we got elevators, and we got internet, we got everything. We got goddamn virtual assets, guys. Everything has changed, right? There's only one single thing which has not changed: human beings. Human beings have not changed, guys. Everything has changed, but human being has not changed. So your fundamentals and your philosophical principles are always going to be there in a human being. They're always going to be there. It's not going to change, guys. The fundamental laws, the extremities, the extreme fundamentals of a human being will not change. It will not change, guys. This is how things work. All right, now that's crazy kind of philosophical thought process for you guys. But I think I was talking about Ethereum bull right here. You can go for these obvious trades, guys. I'm not saying that just buy and hold ETH bull token. Just trade these, all right? Just trade these and just get out when it's necessary, right? So this was a perfect opportunity. As you saw Ethereum, let me just get back. Yeah, as you saw Ethereum getting onto these levels right here at $1,700 levels, you would have known your stop loss right here at below $1,700 levels. And when it came right here, you could have just gone for your ETH bull token right at the spot market and watched money flow into your pocket, I guess. And guys, look, I'm not saying that these moves can happen again and again, but sometimes it's very obvious, right? And when you go fully prepared in a 33 or a 30% up move, yes, you will secure the end-to-end part of the gain, and yes, you will feel happy about it, that you had something planned and this did happen, and then you pulled the trigger and there goes your profits. Yep, you have the profits in your hands. So guys, these opportunities are something that you have to point for yourself, right? Market will not tell you what to do, when to do, but this time I was here to tell you that it's going to be very obvious. This bounce is going to be very obvious. Now the bounce targets are certainly aligning with $2,000 per Ethereum, but judging by this piece of price action right here, you can't really be 100% certain about that, guys. The trend is still down. We are still below the 55, and the 200 moving average is still inclined to the downside in the 4-hour time frame itself, which is why your extremely exact bias towards the upside from this exact moment is not that strengthful, guys. It's not that strengthful, right? What do you want right here? You want to clear above this high. You want to essentially clear above, well, essentially, guys, that's your $2,000 level per Ethereum. So essentially, you want to start closing 4-hour candles below this above this entire zone right here. Then we can talk about $2,400 Ethereum. And guys, guess what? When this happens right here, when we start taking $2,400 per Ethereum to the upside, that is when we can eventually talk about Ethereum going to all the way to $3,000 levels, guys. Ethereum can actually go towards $3,000 levels from this exact point in time, but there are certain conditions, guys. The first and the foremost condition is right here at $2,000 levels. Second condition is at $2,400 levels, and when that happens, then obviously you have another good looking trade in your hands to maybe go for some leveraged tokens, right? Leveraged tokens where essentially you don't get liquidated. Leveraged tokens will not kill you. They won't kill you. They'll make you stronger. Okay, what do we have next? We have Bitcoin. Obviously, we have Bitcoin, guys. Bouncing off of nowhere. Holy shit, bouncing off of nowhere. But yeah, this was your indication right here, guys. This kind of price action is quite telling, guys. A lot of times it happens. I've seen this exact tweezer bottoms, guys. Tweezer bottom on the RA time frame itself. Now if we jump on the 10-minute time frame, and I'll show you what happens, guys. Look, let me just, now this is going to be a little hindsight analysis, but I'm going to rewind everything. I'm just going to rewind everything. I'm going to rewind the price action from this exact point right here, and then we'll discuss what happens. Okay, so do we have it? Yes, we do have it. Gonna be reducing the speed a bit. All right, let's just keep the speed like that. You see, guys, you see, all right, you see the intensity of down moves happening. You see the crazy intensity, breaking the floor again and again, and setting this one, yeah, setting this low right here, right? The price action set in a new low after breaking this low. So essentially, your downside is confirmed after this breakage of the low. So what happens next is that you go in for another attempt. You go in for another massive, humongously volatile attempt to the downside, but you get immediately rejected, guys. You get immediately rejected to the T. No candle is able to close below this exact point. Now these things happen in small time frames, and the time frame which I feel is relevant to judge the exact kind of bounce situation is going to be on the 10-minute itself. 10-minute time frame is something which I love, guys. So right here you see the range was not, the range was essentially held, right? You had two massively, humongously volatile attempts to the downside to break this range. And guys, this is the 10-minute time frame, and Bitcoin being volatile by 2% in 10-minute time frame is crazy. It's kind of big. It's kind of big in terms of volatility. So you see these things happening, and then what happens next, guys? You consolidate above this low for a very long time, and bam! Wait, guys, wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, that's taken out of, yeah, bam, bam. Then you go to the upside finally, right? So essentially what I'm trying to tell you guys right here is that when your market is crazy volatile in the small time frames, right? In the small time frames, and you have numerous attempts, all right, at least 2 attempts to break a key level, to break a floor, and you're unable to do that, the market will start sliding away from you. The market will just, the kind of price action which I used to talk about in the bull run, guys. I think, let me just demarket this one. So you go down, and then the price action does something like this, and then the price action keeps on pulling away from you. This is the price action pulling away from you pattern. Like I just like to label it like that, guys, because the price action does pulls away from you. So this is exactly what happened right around these levels on Bitcoin, guys. And well, we were not able to close, or we were not able to we were not able to wick below this level right here, which is why we saw this fall through, and testing this liquid zone right here was very obvious after this move to the upside, right? And as of now, we are testing this one, and once we start clearing this one to the upside on a 4-hour closing, alright guys, I think this zone is not that significant, so we can talk about hourly confirmations as well, for that matter, right here. So essentially, if you start closing your hourly candles above 31,000, let's just take a round figure right here, 31,000. So once you start closing your hourly candles above $31,000 levels, your chances towards going all the way at $32,000 per Bitcoin could be very much likely, guys. Could be very much likely, and then we can have another good looking trade all the way towards 32,000, and that would be real quick, guys. You can see the price action is really goddamn oversold, and just to make these short squeeze happen is not a rocket science, guys. Even the least amount of liquidity, even $1 million to $5 million of Bitcoin's market liquidity on on spot exchanges could take the price action to $32,000 levels, guys. The market is not that liquid, and the bears have been trying hard to push the price action to the downside, guys. Essentially, the fuel is going away. The downside fuel is going away and away, more and more away, guys. As we just keep on going to the downside, we can come all the way towards $27,000 as well once we start invalidating this low right here. But essentially, that means that your fuel, the momentum to the downside, is dissipating as we keep on going down, guys. You can see right here with the magnitude of this short squeeze that happened in the 1 hour time frame. It tells a lot, right? Okay, so what do we have next? All right, there's one more thing which I want to talk to you guys about. So you saw the bounce happening from this exact point all the way towards these levels for a 5%, right? And your ultimate target is almost a 10% bounce on Bitcoin coming from the lows right here. So that brings me on to a point that some of your crypto assets, some of your low cap to mid cap crypto assets are going to jump by 100%. So don't FOMO into that. All right, let me just tell that to you before it happens. Whenever Bitcoin bounces from extremely oversold situation and it creates a magnitude of 10% up move, that reflects on micro caps for about 100%, guys. Micro caps could jump for about 100%, and I'm sure as hell, guys. Look, I'm sure some of them. What is trending? Axie. All right, AXS USDT. Let's see if Axie bounced or not. Holy crap! Check this out. I mean, crazy bounce, guys. This is at least a 20% bounce from the lows, I guess. Whoa, that's 30% bounce of the lows, guys. Crazy. Now this is what happens when you just compare Bitcoin's liquidity to the rest of the market's liquidity, right? Which is why it's very, very, very much required to focus a lot on Bitcoin's price action and Bitcoin's dynamics and the data that revolves around BTC, guys. It's quite necessary, right? You can look, guys. I can talk about numerous examples as to how other crypto assets and altcoins that did jump by a significant margin if we compare all these assets to Bitcoin. Yes, guys, these assets had crazy bounce from the lows, right? So don't FOMO into this if you have not planned any entry beforehand. And I guess, look, guys, this was very, very all right. Now the only obvious things, the only obvious point to enter into altcoins was Ethereum for you guys. All right. Now Ethereum bottomed out right with your bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame with a support, with a big human support right here. Essentially, that tells us that yes, you can start risking into altcoins as well. If Ethereum is bouncing from a support, guys, taking chances on altcoins could be a good play, right? So if you did not plan this one, and if you did not plan this trade for Ethereum, maybe think of these things next time. All right, next time around, make sure that you have these things up your mind, and when Ethereum comes onto some key levels, you can start risking some amount into altcoins and then maybe play that bounce, guys. This is how to all right. This is how to time the bottom. This is how you time the bottom, guys. Look, essentially, you don't exactly try to time the bottom. You find multiple confluences which are relevant. All right, which are relevant. So in this case, the support and the divergence was relevant, which is why the buy signal on all the altcoins was validated, right? And well, you saw the amplification of the up moves happening on various altcoins for that matter, guys. All right, so what do we have next right here? I think this is something which I want to talk to you guys. The last, we have a dark theme as well right here, which is not looking that nice, I guess. Let's stick to line. Guys, this is coin fair value. They don't speculate, all right? They just talk about the PE and FE ratios, and this is how they calculate the fair evaluation, guys. Bitcoin sitting at $11,300, Ethereum sitting at $600. Holy crap, Uni still at 30, man. Wow, guys. All right, so applications on top of Ethereum do have a good fair evaluation, guys. That's crazy, guys. Uniswap being evaluated at 30 according to the PE and FE ratios is good, guys. All right, so that's crazy, guys. That's crazy. I would be having my eyes on this one. Hex evaluated at 0.09. Where's doggy coin for you? I don't think they have doggy coins for us, guys. I think yes, they don't have doggy coin. Yo, they do have. Ooh. Mama, turn the screen away from me. Take the screen away from me. I don't want to look at this. Sitting in at 0.1 cent for you right here. Yearn Finance at $7,000 levels as a fair evaluation, sitting in at $27,000 right now. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. So essentially, Sushi is also very close to the fair evaluation, guys. Sushi and Uni are quite surprising, man. Wow. Whereas Uniswap is 2x, guys. Holy shit, man. Price of Uniswap is sitting in at $15, and the fair evaluation according to the PE and FE ratios, according to the market supply demand mechanics and how the general trading is going on, Uniswap is evaluated at $30 on a fair evaluation basis. Crazy, guys. Crazy. Let's check out Uniswap against USD for that matter. Is that bounce going to be really significant? USDT, yeah, sure. UNI USDT is what we are looking for, right? Alright, guys, just judging by how the trend is, like, it's shit. The trend is absolutely shit right here. Okay, so what do we have? Yeah, you can talk about this, guys. You can talk about a gamble on Uniswap right here, and essentially, yes, I could play this one. I could do this, yeah. Why not? Why the heck not? So how this thing would work is that we target for the fair evaluation, guys. We target for the fair evaluation from this rejection wick sitting in at $12, guys. This bring us, I mean, this is the crazy risk. All right, 17%. You got to be comfortable for a 17% down leg to target for a $30 uni, guys, aligning with this exact support high, right? Okay, so this is something which I'm interested, guys. 5.7% RNR, certainly worth going with the money, which I'm not concerned about. Now, this is not a financial advice, but most likely I would be going about this trade. Most likely I will be pulling the trigger on this trade, guys. Most likely I'll do that, and I'll post the trade on Discord server as well, right? So make sure if you're not joined. Alright, guys, Discord is actually quite inactive, but that doesn't mean that all of you stop interacting on the Discord server itself. Guys, this is a community under formulation. You can participate in Discord, share your thoughts and ideas, and whatever is going through your head all throughout the day. Even if you're staring at the charts, if you have a thought in your head, just type it on the goddamn Discord server and just leave it right there, so that everybody can put their own. Everybody can give their own inputs on your thought process, right? And then maybe you can think better. Right? Maybe you can get a better insight of things in the market, guys. This is not your regular average Joe community right here, guys. This is sophistication taken on to the next level. Okay, all right. So this is quite interesting to me as well, and most likely I will be pulling the plug. pulling the trigger. Most likely, I will be pulling the trigger on this trade right here. And this is this has a 5.37 R&R, guys. Very less opportunities. But am I basing this trade only because the fair evaluation told me to do so? Not essentially, guys. Not essentially. I am looking at a structural confluence right here. And if we talk about 12-hour time frame, I want to see divergence on time frame, which is relevant, guys. Do we have? Yes, we have triple bullish divergence coming from the lows. Wow, man, this is a good looking setup, guys. This is a good looking setup. And if Ethereum keeps on continuing to the upside, I think this is going to be no exception, and we're going to be bouncing off crazy from these levels. And most likely Uniswap will touch these levels at first, $23 levels. And if the prophecy is true, if the fair evaluation is true, we could be heading all the way towards $30 per uni, guys, in the coming days. And this is a good looking trade, potentially as of now. Getting stopped out would be very bad and would be a little uncomfortable, to be honest with you, but I think I would play my odds right here. This is 5.37 R&R. Yes, why the heck not? Good looking swing trade. Mostly it could last for a week as well, more than a week as well, to be honest with you, because the volatility is still this is what we want, guys. This is what we want. We want sneaky kind of behavior on the HV, on the historical volatility. We don't want this kind of expansion on vol. We don't want red lined volatility signals right here, guys. We want this kind of smooth kind of volatility rise to the upside and taking the price action alongside with itself, guys. We don't want this expansion right here. So if the price action's volatility is not expanding like completely red, like going into red right here, I think going on for this trade is a perfect setup in front of our eyes right here. Although the TSI is still to the downside, guys, look, we should, let me tell you one thing about technical analysis and trading for that matter. We could put a lot of weight into indicators, but don't rely on them. Relying on indicators is not going to make you profitable. And here and this brings me on to one more thing, right? If you're still unable to profit from the market, if you're still unable to do that, two things, guys. First of all, be truthful to yourself. Be completely honest to yourself, right? Whatever trades you're taking, be honest to yourself that, am I really making gains here or not? What is my account balance before and after the trade? How much did I pay to the exchange itself for my fees, for that matter, right? Calculate everything. Be completely honest and completely truthful to yourself, guys. That's the first step to make money. All right, I'm not even kidding. And this is the this should be by default, guys. This is the small things that builds your own discipline should be by default on your head, right? So be completely honest and truthful to yourself. And second thing is pretty much a big discussion for you guys. Now all of you must be looking at YouTube videos here and there, obviously from Cryptogator as well, content from Cryptogator as well, and maybe content from the moon. Crypto, goddamn, don't take financial advice from Crypto, man. Holy shit, don't do that. All right, now I'm not personally against him, but don't do that. Just don't do that. Now you must be taking a look at a lot of charts from Twitter as well and so many things, and still you would find yourself not succeeding in the markets, right? All right, there's nothing wrong about you. Let me just be a little comforting at first. There's nothing wrong about you in that matter, all right? You or your actions. Or look, guys, the way trading works is completely paradoxical to our thinking. It's completely paradoxical to our thinking, right? If you just think about the regular things that we do in our life, like eating food, going outside, playing, having a schedule, working on something, doing shit like that, guys, all of these things have patterns. We make our patterns. We make predictable patterns for ourselves, right? Which is why if you compare the general things that you do in life and you compare that thing with the market itself, markets are something that you cannot predict, all right? Markets are something that you can't even think of predicting, guys. Once you get into that predicting game, and once you start getting high after getting right, after predicting the moves correctly, guys, look, I think that is essentially not a right mindset to have, right? So I think I'm completely zoning out right here. So most likely the reason why you're not coming out profitable is because your focus, your own visions, your own thought process is not aligning to a particular goal. So try this next time. Try this out next time. Have a definite set of goal. All right. Have a set of goal for your life. For example, it could be a car for someone, right? If somebody wants to buy a car. All right. So I have an objective right here. I want to buy a car. So how do I proceed? What skills do I have? I have XYZ. I'm a computer engineer. I'm an architect. I'm a computer engineer. I can do this and that. So I can do all of these things, and I'm a trader as well. So I can trade as well, right? So my target is pretty much clear that I have to have XYZ amount of USD to buy a car. What I'll do is I will not give a fuck about crypto assets. The only thing that I'll give a fuck about is this percentage move to the downside or this percentage move to the upside. So focus on this. This might be a solution to you. This might be a big solution for you guys because it worked for me. I can affirm this right here, right now, that this worked for me. Shifting my mindset from various crypto assets only to opportunities, only to moves to the downside or to the upside helped me a lot. Helped me a lot. Helped me make these crypto assets my bitches. All right, I'm not their bitches anymore. Very vague, very fucking vague to talk about these things like that, but essentially this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't be commanded, don't be guided, don't be ruled by these names: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tezos, Uniswap. To hell with all of this. All right, if you have an objective, chase that objective with the help of market, not with the help of these assets. All right, these small little tiny things, guys. Look, we get so lost in our own world. Trading can be difficult, and trading crypto assets is the worst job anyone can do. Not exactly that bad, guys, to be honest with you. Once you get a knack of it, once you understand that there is no FOMO, market will move infinitely. Once you understand that, once you truly understand that, I think not a lot of things will shake you. Not a lot of things will disrupt your thought process. All right, so give this a thought, guys. Think about it. All right, and if you didn't understand what I'm trying to tell you, maybe repeat the video and listen to this again, but try to hardwire this thing up your head. Focus on the percentage, not on the assets. That could be a big solution for a lot of things, right? Alright guys, with this thought, I'm gonna leave all of you right here, and I'll catch you pretty soon on the next video coming tomorrow. Bye for now.